Hey guys, so this is the second part of Hoya collection tour where I am going to show you the rest of my Hoyas, and I promise that this is the last video where I include most of all the Hoyas that I have. So guys, if you are a Hoya holder, then this is a unique variety of Hoya because you can see that the leaves are very fuzzy, and also this is a very different kind of looking Hoya, and this Hoya name is Hoya affinis or red wax plant. This plant is a robust plant, and this plant is basically native to only to the Solomon Island. And we all know that wax plants or the Hoyas are mainly known for their beautiful flower. My plant is still a baby one, so this is not flowering at this time. But here I am sharing you a pic of the flowers that this Hoya is going to have. I really love any variety of Hoyas, and this plant is a very fuzzy one. So this is my one of my favorite hanging plant, and this is also very hard to find variety, so this plant is also very high in demand because of its attractive blooms. So friends, if you got any kind of query regarding this Hoya especially, then please comment down below in the comment section. Now let's move to the next Hoya. The second variety of Hoya is also a very popular Hoya. If you are a Hoya holder and you know little about Hoyas, then you have definitely seen this Hoya. This Hoya name is Hoya microphylla variegata because you can see that the edges of the leaves have got cream and yellow kind of variegation, and there the normal version of Hoya microphylla is also available, which I have never seen. So while growing any variety of Hoya, the main important thing is that soil mixture. You should all time use a very well drained soil. The soil mixture here you can see in my Hoya microphylla variegata is only cocoa chips, because this is the pot which I mainly purchase from the seller, and I have never changed the soil mixture or the pot. This is still in its nursery pot, and you can see that my plant is really growing and really thriving. Some of the leaves are very big in comparison of the previous one. I have never fertilized any of my Hoyas because I think that they don't really need that. Talking about the amount of sunlight that your Hoya microphylla variegated needed, so the best place to keep your this Hoya variety is your east facing window, where this plant gets lot of sunlight but never get the direct sunlight, because this plant will never love the direct sunlight for long periods. Third Hoya that I got, I am really confused regarding the specific name of this Hoya. I think this is Hoya plavanica. I will give the name of this specific Hoya in the screen, and maybe this is also Hoya camphorifolia. I'm really confused because the leaf venation is also similar in both of the Hoyas. Talking about the leaves, you can see that this Hoya have got elongated leaves, and the leaves are very leathery, and there are obvious venation. This plant really loves the bright indirect sunlight or the bright direct sunlight, because I keep my this Hoya specifically in my east facing window, and you know that in the east facing window this plant gets the bright direct sunlight. And you can see that this is the winter season where most of the Hoyas are just stop their growth, but you can see that my plant is really doing very well, and there are new growth and new leaves are just popping out. You can see that the new leaf is in brown color, and whenever it get matured, the leaf have turned to brown to green. The screen you can see that the flower that I am expecting this plant to grow when it get matured. The next variety of Hoya is pretty well known for its heart-shaped leaves. So this Hoya is known as Hoya kerrii. Also, the variegated version of this Hoya kerrii is available in the market, but I haven't got one. This plant have got different names like sweetheart plant or the Valentine's plant because of its heart-shaped leaves. Also, there are some other names for this plant like Hoya heart, wax heart, lucky heart, but Hoya kerrii is the official name of this plant. This plant have got succulent leaves, and also you can see that my plant is really doing very well. But whenever the new leaves have appeared, the leaves are very smaller in size. Also, they've fallen off. So you can see that my stems are almost naked. They have got no leaves at all. I have often seen this plant with a single leaf in a small pot, especially when the Valentine's Day came. I had that single leaf pot of this Hoya kerrii, but that leaf did not survive because that leaf have got very small root structure, and also I have overwatered that leaf, and eventually that leaf died. So if you have got any kind of query regarding especially this Hoya kerrii, please let me know in the comment section. I will try to help you out. The next Hoya variety that I got is often known as Hoya Crimson Princess. You can ask why this is known as Hoya Crimson Princess, because you can see that the variegation is in the midsection of the leaves. But if you have seen the same variety which have got the variegation in the edges of the leaves, then that will be Hoya Crimson Queen. So this plant specially I purchased from Root Bridges. So if you haven't seen my unboxing of Root Bridges plant, then I will give the link on the top right. You can see that. So I really adore any variety of Hoya, and especially if any variety of Hoya got beautiful variegation. So this is one of my favorite Hoyas. Plus the care tips for this Hoya are similar like the other Hoyas. This plant really love bright filtered light or indirect sunlight, and it is favorable to keep this plant in a east facing window. Also let me know in the comment section that what Hoya Crimson you have got. Is it Crimson Princess or Crimson Queen? So the next Hoya variety that I got is commonly known as Hoya Carnosa Compacta Variegata. You can see that the similar variety of Hoya Carnosa Compacta which have got only green leaves, but you can see that the variegated version have the variegation on the edges of the leaves. Plus the Hoyas, especially this Hoya Carnosa Compacta or the Hindu Rope Hoya, are very slow growing plant, and this plant is also known as variegated Hindu Rope Hoya. So this plant really thrive if you give this plant bright and direct sunlight, and also this plant will appreciate high level of humidity as well. But these are very slow growing plant, and after purchasing this plant, and I really never saw any growth in this variegated version of Hoya Carnosa Compacta. I also never expected anything from this particular Hoya Carnosa Compacta, that it will grow very huge or anything. But I have never seen this variegated version or the normal version of Hoya Carnosa Compacta, because this is a very rare variety of Hoya in my local nurseries. So when I first time see that the variegated version of Hoya carnosa compacta, I have never wasted a single minute and I just grabbed that plant. Then also comment down in the comment section that what plant is still in your bucket list that you really like to purchase. The next Hoya variety that I got is commonly known as Hoya shepherdii or Longifolia shepherdii, because I think that this plant have got beautiful long kind of leaves. Let me show you a pic of the plant when I first time purchased this plant. So you can see that in span of at least 1 year this plant have grown drastically, and this is also a tropical tender perennial plant. This plant really requires average quantity of water, so water it regularly. Never overwater your any variety of Hoya because that will cause the root rot. Keep this plant in sun to partial shady area, especially light shaded area will be preferable for this plant more. Talking about the foliage, you can see that the foliage is all green and very beautiful in shape also. The next Hoya variety that I got, I think this is the Hoya pubicalex, and this is the second Hoya that I brought. And this plant is almost 1.5 years. The age of this plant is 1.5 years, and for sometimes I was not at home because I was hospitalized, whatever it is. So this plant did not get that much of watering, so you can see that most of the leaves are got very soft and very crinkled. So I hope that with sufficient amount of watering and care this plant will survive, and hope this plant will show some growth in the summer season, because we all know that most of the indoor plants, especially these Hoyas, are now in their dormancy period during this winter season. So let's hope for the best. So the second last variety of Hoya that I got is commonly known as Hoya pubicalex. This is the splash variety of Hoya pubicalex, and you can see that my plant is really thriving very well, and most of the leaves have got beautiful speckles, which is very unique because I have never seen this plant in my life. So I am really happy to got this plant, because this plant is really doing very well and thriving very well. But the main important thing while growing this Hoya variety especially that I face, that this plant really thrive if you give this plant sufficient amount of watering. So whenever you water this plant, make sure that the soil is at least I will say at least 20 to 30% dry out. And talking about the sunlight, this plant will really thrive if you give this plant bright direct sunlight, because you can see that some of the leaves have got very large in size, because that part of the plant got the bright direct sunlight, and most of the leaves are very smaller in size because that part was the back side of the plant, and that part of the plant did not get the direct sunlight. So the main key to grow any variety of Hoya is that you have to give a very good amount of watering, and also to maintain the same amount of sunlight, which is very necessary for any varieties of Hoya. So the last Hoya that I got is commonly known as Hoya linearis, and this is a very distinct looking Hoya, and you will never guess that this is a Hoya, because when we talk about Hoya we have already seen different varieties of Hoya which have got long fuzzy leaves and very beautiful leaves. But you can see that in comparison of other Hoyas, this Hoya have got distinct long fuzzy stems, and most of the leaves are very succulent type. So this is a very rare and very unique variety of Hoya. So Hoya linearis only needs to be water when the top layer of the soil becomes dry to touch. You should always use a very fertile, well draining soil for all variety of Hoya, especially for this Hoya linearis also. I have got this plant for almost 1 year now, and when I got this plant for the first time, the plant condition was not at all good, and now you can see that my plant is now thriving after 1 year, and some new growth is there. You can see that a long stem is also out, and also new leaves are forming. So I hope that now this plant will thrive, and also this is the commonly we know that this is the dormancy period for most of the house plants, but you can see that my plant is now thriving, and I'm really very surprised. So I hope that with a little care my this Hoya linearis will also thrive. Finally, this is the last part of my Hoya collection tour 2021, and you have seen most all of my Hoyas that I got. So I hope to grab some more Hoyas to show you guys, and I also become a Hoya addict nowadays. So love you guys, take care, bye.